Unfortunately for most of us, summer in Nebraska means dealing with weeks and weeks of really hot weather. The bad part of that is many of our landscapes aren't necessarily set up to deal with that hot weather. But the good news is that with proper landscaping techniques that you hear about on Backyard Farmer, we can make some simple changes to really create a more favorable outdoor living space. There are many components of outdoor living spaces in terms of heat in the landscape. Tough ornamentals, tough turfs, creating a great outdoor living room or an extension of the house, as well as shade trees. So let's talk about that one. Now, obviously a tree of this size took 40, maybe 50 years to grow and to reach a size where it becomes what we think of as a shade tree. That being said, we still need to plan for such a tree in your landscape. That's one of the first things to be considered when you're redesigning a landscape, especially a new landscape. And that's what we call placement. Putting a tree in strategically so that it provides benefits of shade as other things for the landscape. What we're really trying to do is reduce heat on the landscape, and that is best provided by a southwest placement of the tree. Now, depending on the way the land lays in these goofy little cul-de-sacs that a lot of us have in the cities we live in, you may need additional trees, such as on the west side or the straight south side, again, depending on which way the property lays. But for the most part, think about the southwest side as your first bet. Let's talk about shade for respite now. If you're relaxing outdoors, it's probably going to be in the full shade. Let's face it, it's hard to relax, even on a swing or in a hammock, if you're squinting all the time. It's just not a very restful type of experience. And so for that restful spot in your landscape, choose a dense shade tree, like an oak or something like that, and maybe a good hard maple. Actually, this Osage orange works pretty well for that respite spot in your landscape. You know, in terms of our outdoor rooms, and we all seem to want an outdoor living space to extend the functionality of the house, really a filtered or dappled shade works best. And usually that's going to be best provided by something that doesn't have a dense canopy, something like a honey locust or maybe a Kentucky coffee tree. And really, for the idea of this, you want enough shade that the patio planters and the hanging baskets have enough sun to grow well, yet you have enough cooling effect from the trees that you enjoy the living space as well. Now, we want you to start thinking about shade for all of its benefits, and in coming segments on Garden Steps, we'll be talking about many other components.